Welcome back to the Rosolo Show here on 106liveradio.com, the only place where excitement meets diversity 24/7. You can also check me out on theflavorradio.com. So I'm excited. My next guest, or my first guest for the evening, I should say, Mrs. Ronette Clark Williams. And utilizing her corporate background and extensive personal experience, she's committed to translating her ever-growing wins into wins for her clients. She is the best-selling author, and let me repeat that. She's the best-selling author of Redefining Rockstar Leadership and has been featured on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox News, and BizLink TV network.
Yes.
So do I call you Mrs. Williams or Mrs. Clark or Ronette? Which one do you prefer?
You can call me Ronette.
Ronette, welcome to, and she is a Jamaican native.
Yes, Mom.
Yes, so please, everyone, welcome Ronette Clark Williams to the Rosolo Show. I got applause for you.
Oh, yay! That's fun. I like that. I want to walk around with that. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here with you and your listeners. Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Am I not?
Yeah, right there, right into the silver right there. So yes. So welcome to the show. Thank you for coming. I'm so blessed. She is another a lady that I met at the conference a few Saturdays ago. We met at the conference, and you had your booth. And I remember you did your introduction and you talked about personal branding and stuff like that. So we're going to get into that right now. So first and foremost, Happy New Year.
Yes.
And how are you?
I am well. And yourself?
I'm doing great. And so congratulations on your best-selling book.
Thank you.
Your best-selling book. So let's talk about the book, Rockstar Leadership.
Right. So redefining rockstar leadership. So as you said, as you've been reading my intro, we have some similar backgrounds. What this book is about is my journey from being that rock star. I was always referred to as the rock star with my employers, in my personal life. And I was slowly killing myself living up to that rock star leadership title. And I, about 6 years ago, had a moment where I found myself on the fetal position in my bathroom on the floor, bawling uncontrollably, inaudibly, because I wasn't aligned. My mind, body, spirit wasn't aligned. And the one thing that I knew when I got off that floor was I could not live my life that way anymore.
So
I had to change it.
You were still in corporate America when that happened?
I was still in corporate America when that happened. I was still that go-to person for everyone and everything. My household consists of my 79-year-old mother, who's lived with us for 11 years, my husband, my children. I was the go-to person there. At the job, I was the person who could be relied on to be that team player, the person to be relied on to stay up till 2 a.m. in the morning to get it done. Supportive friend, just everything. The person who people would go to. And delegation was not in my vocabulary. I just felt that that was weakness. To ask for help was weakness, and that's a lot that I gained from my childhood, from my foundation. You were strong, especially the Caribbean. I was raised by a single mom. You were strong. You presented yourself well. There were always a lot of expectations.
So were you raised in the Caribbean or were you raised here?
I was born here. I was born in Providence, Rhode Island, actually. But my entire family, even my sister when I was a kid was still, my mother came here in the 60s. She left my sister with my grandmother. And so everybody was there. So I'd probably go home every year to year and a half. When I was kids, that was home, and we have a family home there, so that's home. But I grew up here, so that also contributed to not necessarily feeling like I fit 100%.
Because you're born here, but your heart's somewhere else. Your culture is somewhere else.
And then and exactly culturally, my mother had rules that my friends' parents didn't have. And just again, just living up to that. And that just became my role in life. I was that person. And it just, as more people came into my life as I got older, it just became I became more so and more so that person.
So what inspired you to write? So you were redefining rock star. So how did you redefine it? Because I remember how it felt to leave corporate America, and you thought, okay, I want to go back. I'm going right back. If this is what happens, and you're stumped for a second. So explain to those people that are out there now that may have either left on their own free will or been forced out of an organization. They're in their middle ages. They've been the leaders. They've been the directors. They've been the VPs, and now they're sort of needing to redefine themselves, redefine their rock star. So what would you tell people to do what's the first step in redefining your rock star?
Okay, I will tell you what I would do. Before I do that, though, I will say that tomorrow is a year since I left my corporate job.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And stepped out on my own. But the 3 things that I did was to, 1, step into my authentic power. I spent a lot of time, I think lots of us do this, living our life based on other people's visions and expectations of us versus what we truly feel that our life should be. And I had to reevaluate that. And I had to say, okay, is this really what I want? What's my motivation? Why am I doing these things? Okay, so great. I've got what we all aspire to. I've got the great job. I've got the 6 figures. I've got the corporate annex. Okay, but is that really what I want, or is that because that's what I think that people expect me to be?
And let me say this: we're not talking down to those that want to be in corporate America. If you want to live in corporate, if you enjoy being in corporate America, you love being part of corporate America, then live in your being and enjoy. And as Renette just said, step into your authentic power, whether it be in corporate America or outside of corporate America. We're not saying, when I say congratulations to her, it's because that's what she wanted. That's what she wanted to do. That was an accomplishment for her to say, I'm 1 year out of corporate America. That's an accomplishment for her. So we're not saying it's for everyone.
No, it is not. Listen, not true.
So don't get us. Don't twist what we're saying. You know, Rosolo told everybody that they should just leave corporate America. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Because I know someone is going to say that I said leave corporate America. I did not say that.
Nope.
I said live in your purpose and do what you feel is best for you and makes you happiest. And if you're in corporate America and you wake up every morning and you're I remember the feeling and
and
you
dread
walking in.
Yes.
And then you walk in and someone speaks to you like, not right now. I did not have my cup of tea yet. You got to go a cup of tea, and then you got to go. Well, I didn't have my second cup of tea yet, and maybe talk to me after lunch. That type of thing. So when you reach that point, that's when it's a congratulations. So I just want to clarify that for everyone, so they know. Don't go around saying that Rose said. Rose said that you should, you shouldn't work in corporate America. You find something else to do. I didn't say that. So.
No, absolutely. Thank you for the clarification, because absolutely it has to be, again, as I said, what you want within your soul, your authentic power. The second thing that I did, and again, this is what I did for me, was to let go of the illusion of control, because I was that person that held on to controls. I said I was not, delegation was not in my vocabulary. Even though I had people that reported to me, I would give them just the least amount that I could, because I felt that no one could do it the way that I could do it, the way that I would do it. And I did that within my entire life. So I was holding on to everything so tight.
Tired?
Oh my gosh.
Just exhausted.
That's why, listen, when I was on the floor and my husband came and found me on the bathroom floor, like, what's happening? What is going on here? And he asked me what was wrong. And I said, I'm tired, but I said, not like I need a nap tired, not like I need to sleep late tomorrow tired. Like, I'm spent. I'm done, because carrying that all the time, and you're just constantly in this just frenzy. You're constantly in this frenzy. So I had to just let go. And I'll talk about this a little bit in my program, my virtual assistants that I offer, and start to delegate and start saying, you know what? You over there, you little person that's sitting there, you can do this, or you can do that, and just letting go of that. Because again, what was my motivation? Why did I feel I need to do that? The last thing that I really did for myself was to expand my awareness. It may sound corny, but literally stop to smell the roses, because I was on autopilot. Put the phone down and have a real conversation with the children. Just truly be aware of, how am I feeling in this space, in this moment? Is this where I want to be? Going back to your point, if you're happy where you are, then definitely stay there. Make it work. But I was not. When I truly tapped into it, I was not. And so those are the 3 things that got me to a point to at least say, okay, I need to start really reevaluating.
Okay.
And starting me on my path.
So we're talking to Renette Clark Williams. Renette, I said it right.
Yes, you did.
I did. So we're talking about the 3 things that will to help you step into your rock star. So it's stepping into your authentic power, letting go of the illusion of control, and expanding your awareness. We will be right back after this. I'm going to play a quick song. We'll be right back after this. We're talking to Ms. Renette Clark Williams. We're talking about her book. And when we come back, I want to talk about the 4 Ps.
Yes.
The 4 Ps. And then we'll talk about your virtual assistance program.
Yes, perfect.
All right, keep the lock to the Rosolo Show here on 106liveradio.com. The only place where excitement meets diversity 24/7.